Sunday, and happy Father's Day to all of the dads out there. Starting about a minute early here, just because I wanted to get you guys notified. Also going to try to keep this, get this coffee talk underway so we can go ahead and we can also get done here and move on with our day. But I did want this to be a little bit of Sunday mindset so we can go ahead and get ourselves ready for the upcoming week. So again, I'm going to wait for you guys to start coming on here. When you do get on, please do me a favor, drop a little comment. Let's have a sip of coffee together. What do you say? Father's Day. And yeah, I just actually messaged my father and sent him a message and wished him a happy Father's Day. So again, anyone that is a father that's on or that's watching this on the replay, happy Father's Day. Hopefully you have an amazing day. So today we're going to talk a little bit about setting up the week for success. We typically will do this on Sundays. I like to do it on Sundays, but I also like to just kind of get ourselves set and ready for the week. One of the things I want to talk about is just how do you win the week? What does winning the week look like for you? It might be different for me. It might be different for someone that you know, but what does that look like? And the other thing is that we are 100% in control, 100% in control. So we need to be reminded of that, but also we just have to understand that yesterday was yesterday, today is today, and we can plan a little bit for tomorrow. We can't go back in time and say, oh, I wish this, I wish that, right? We gotta step up, create the right actions to at least take action on so we can start to see results and whatever that means for you. But that's what we're going to be talking about here today. I've got a few thoughts. Doug Hutchins, what's up, man? Happy Father's Day to you as well. Mike, what's up? Happy Father's Day to you, Mike. I see that you're not on YouTube now. You're on Facebook, so now I get to see your name, but I can still see the profile picture, so I know who it is. Salama, what's up? Good morning. Justin, welcome. Yes, and it's late where you are in Australia, I'm assuming. So I'm going to give it a few more, well, I'll give it a couple more minutes, and we're going to get going here, and then I'm going to go ahead and enjoy my day. Yesterday was pretty amazing, by the way. You can still see that there. We had a baby shower yesterday. It was pretty awesome. Went really well. We had people joining us virtually on a Zoom call, which was pretty cool. And then just people from all over the world. We actually had someone call in from Uganda, which was pretty awesome. So it was an awesome day, and my daughter and her husband had just a great group of people to help really share this awesome moment. So it was pretty cool. It was really awesome. A little bit surreal. Still at that point where I'm like, am I really old enough to be a grandfather? I guess I am. So anyway, it was a great day. Also, I've got something I'm going to share with you guys. I talked about this yesterday. I was going to share with you something that my daughter actually and her husband, they played a prank on me. And they really got me. We celebrated our birthdays here because we have a lot of July birthdays. And they said, well, or my daughter said, I made you a cake. And I said, awesome. And she knows I love carrot cake. It's like one of my favorites. So she made me a cake, and I cut into it a couple times before I actually opened it up to take the slice and slide it off. And come to find out, it was full of broccoli and eggs, because there's a running joke in the family that I love broccoli and eggs, and I eat it almost every meal just because I like keeping things clean and easy. So I get busted on about that. So that's what they did for me, right? But they made up for it. And I have something right over here. You can't see it right now, but I'm going to share it with you guys for the first time. And I'm going to probably be making this part of my set at home in my office when I do coffee talks or when I do the podcast. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to share that with you guys. It's a birthday / Father's Day gift. So I'll share that with you guys. Pretty awesome. I'm looking at it. It's just amazing. So anyway, hey, Derek, what's up, man? How you doing? Glad to see you. Yeah, guys, do me a favor. if you are just tuning in, drop in the comments that you're here. Let me know that you're there. What's up, James? James, you're gonna like this prize that this present that I got. It feels like a prize, a present that I got. It's kind of related to what you and I are we like. Mike says, I like the discussions here, a little more active. Yeah, they are a little bit more active on the Facebooks. Okay, so all right, let's do this real quick. First off, if you guys are just tuning in, welcome. Happy Father's Day. If you're tuning in later and you're watching this on a replay, happy Father's Day to you. And again, I just want to just say, whoever is a dad and they understand what it takes to be a good dad, like anybody can be a dad, but what's it take to be a good dad? And so I just think over the years, I've learned a lot just from being a dad, but I've also learned a lot from watching my dad. And I've taken a lot of lessons away from him raising me, but then also raising my own kids. I have 3 kids of my own. So I think you learn a lot of lessons by actually doing it, right? Doing the job, but then also modeling someone. What is, it's kind of like in business, right? If we see someone that's successful, we want to model that person in business because we look up to them, or we want to inspire to be like them. And it's the same thing as far as being a dad, really, right? Like there's some that you're like, oh, that person does it really, really well, right? I love it how they're present with their family. I love it how they're at the baseball games. I love it that they're coaching. I love it that they're at the recitals, like all of that stuff. That's what I want to be like. And, my father growing up wasn't at all of my stuff because he was working 3 jobs to put food on the table and a house over our head. And, we had, my mother had just a lot of mental health issues and stuff and medications and all that kind of stuff. And so he had to work hard. So I know that he couldn't be at everything, but that's one thing I did want to do is I wanted to try to be at everything. So that's why I feel so strongly about, building your own business that can support that. And I also know that now even more than ever, how important every single day that we have here is. So again, if you're a dad, you know what I'm saying, and it's not always easy, right? Because we're always wanting to, whether it's build a business or do our own thing or, do what makes us happy. And sometimes that could mean not spending time with the family. But if that's your main focus for what you want to do while you have those opportunities, then you probably should kind of rethink that. And something that someone had said not that long ago is like, we literally have, if you think about it, we have like 18 summers with our kids before they grow up, technically, before they're kind of ready to go out there and go out into the world. So if you think about it that way, it's kind of really makes it more, I guess, real as far as like, wow, like 18 summers, that's crazy. So anyway, talking to the dads out there, but I'm also just talking to anyone, moms too, right? It's hard work and it's not always easy. And, there's things that you deal with your kids as they're growing up, and there's things that you have to help them with. It's not always easy. And you know what? It makes you a stronger person, makes you appreciate what you have. It makes you appreciate your kids and what you've done. And the other thing is, if you weren't able to be there at certain things, you can always change that now, right? Like, so a lot of you that are on here are building a business because you want to be a part of your family or family's, events or, things that they're into. It's not too late to change either. That's the other thing. Like we think like, oh, well, I've already been through that and I can't change. No, you can change. And it's exactly what my little message here today is that like we're 100% in control. We're 100% in control of what we eat. We're 100% in control of what we do on a daily basis. We're 100% in control on what we focus on, who we surround ourselves with. But sometimes we make bad choices and sometimes we're influenced. So yesterday we talked about a little bit about like how we need to surround ourselves with the right people, right? And sometimes it's not easy because our family sometimes, not always, but isn't the right people, or maybe just people that you're at work with, but you have to be with those people. So I do think that it does come down to you understanding that you are in control 100%, no matter what we're talking about, business, life, whatever, right? So just understand that and really take that and think about it throughout today and even moving forward. So, all right, today we are going to talk about, I'm calling this Sunday mindset. You are a winner and 100% in control. What does that mean? Number one, it means that you probably have already won at something. There's something that you've probably already done. It could have been yesterday. It could have been a year from now. There's something that you've already done that you can classify yourself as a winner, right? It doesn't mean you have to win the game, but did you give it 100%? Did you try something that you were afraid to do? And you did it and you pushed through. And if you did, guess what? You're a winner. You won at that, right? You might not have won the trophy or, the prize, but you won. So it really starts with that mindset too. Like, what have you done right now that you're saying to yourself, like, oh, but I feel like I really didn't do that good at that. I didn't. But did you do something that you weren't going to do and you pushed yourself to do and you did that, right? So look back at some of those times and be proud of yourself and also say, you know what? If I never did that, I wouldn't have learned this, right? I can almost guarantee that whatever you have done in the past, you've taken something from it. You've learned something from that. So that's a win. You've got something now that you've actually got extra in your life that you wouldn't have had, that if you would have just sat there and did nothing. Excuse me. So just understand that right now, it does start with you, but it starts with you and your mindset and how you are thinking about it. And you have to give yourself credit and you have to realize that you already are a winner at something. So you've already proven to yourself that you can do it. Right? You might be beating yourself up because you're like, man, I just can't stay focused. There's so many shiny objects here. What do I focus on? I keep slipping. Today's a new day, right? Today's a new day. You can make that change. You can make the change, right? We were talking about that this morning. Since I've been here, I haven't been eating that great just because I'm here, right? Like I'm out of my element, but also I want to be able to cheat a little bit. It's okay to do that, right? I haven't had a bagel in I don't even know if it's been over a year or maybe two. I don't even remember the last time I had a bagel. Well, my daughter made homemade bagels. I love bagels. I just don't eat them all the time. Did I have some? Yeah, I had two. I had two with butter and cream cheese, which I never have. But I did it, and it felt great. But I felt like crap, too, because I was like, man, now my body doesn't really enjoy that stuff, but it tasted good, but I'm not regretting it, right? But I'm in control to say when I leave here, I'm back on the track, right? I'm back on track. It's okay to get off track, but you got to get back on the track. So again, I'm not beating myself up for it. I'm fine with that. I ate that stuff. But do I feel as good as I do physically? No. I totally can tell that I'm a little more sluggish, feel a little bloated, and that's not just from bagels. Like we had pizza, we had just the stuff that I really do like and enjoy, but I know it makes me just not feel as good. I feel heavy, sluggish, not the right mental clarity, like all of that stuff. And it's okay. It's all right. Because I'm going to be basically leaving here. And when I do, that's when I'm back on. I'm making that switch. It's okay. Not going to beat myself up over it. Right. Or, for some of you, it might be like, I've been trying to start my business or my brand for the past 6 months, but I'm just in this back and forth. I don't know if this is the right brand. I don't know if this is the right market. I don't know if I'm going to be good at it. I don't know if I want to do video because what if people make fun of me? Right. Back and forth, back and forth. It's your choice. If you want to actually do something bad enough, you're going to put the blinders on and you're going to make that target. We talked about targets yesterday. You're going to find the target and you're going to aim and you are going to do the job and you're going to keep going to reach the target. And that's it. It's discipline. A lot of it has to do with discipline. All right. So I want you guys to know you guys are here right now, like on Father's Day. Okay. You took time out of your day to be here for whatever reason, right? Let me ask you guys. So everyone that's on here right now, this second, maybe if you want to even put that in for if you're on the replay, because maybe you couldn't have made it, but the ones that are on here live right now, let me know what made you want to come here today. Like what made you want to come here? What was in your head that you're like, I'm showing up tomorrow at Scott's talk. I'm just going to go there. What is drawing you there, right? Because there's something inside of you that's saying like, there's just something. There's something here, and I just want to be a part of that, right? And that one thing can change your life forever if you act on it. right? And so you probably have some sense of like, I just feel like there's this either energy, or there's this vibe, or there's these people that are showing up too. What is it, right? And so I want you to also give yourself credit for doing that and believing in yourself, but also believing in me, because it's a big responsibility for me personally to have you show up, because I want to give you as much as I can to say, you know what? I can do this. Scott's done it. He's nothing special, right? I mean, some of you may say, well, yeah, Scott, but you've got all these things that you've done. Yeah, but I'll tell you right now, I'm not the best at everything at all, right? I can make it work, right? Because I keep trying. I don't give up. I keep trying, right? So I want you guys to know right now, you being here, I classify you as a winner. You're a winner. You're here. You're here because you want to better your life. You're here because you want to have a better mindset going into next week. And guess what? Tomorrow is the start of a fresh week, brand new week. You get an opportunity to go out there and take action and do what you want to move towards your target. It's your call, 100% in control, right? You might say, but Scott, I got a job. I'm not in control. I got to go to that job. No, yes, you're right. You have to go to your job, but you also are in control of what you do after the job or before the job. So when you're thinking to yourself, I don't have the time, do you want that thing bad enough? If you do, you are in control. But Scott, then I'm going to take time away from my kids. No, you're going to, after the kids go to bed, you're going to do whatever you need to do. You might lose a little bit of sleep. Yep, you might. You might have to do that temporarily. But if you want that thing bad enough, you will make it happen. Why? Because you want it. And guess what? You're 100% in control, right? So here's what I want you guys to do. Do this for me, okay? What is one thing that you're going to win at this week? What is your win this week? And that if at the end of the week, you get it done and you go, I feel pretty good about that. I actually checked off that box. Put it in the comments. One thing that you're going to do this week that if you do that, you're like, yes, I won. I won the week. Because Scott said on Sunday, if I mark this thing off and I get it, I'm going to win the week. That winning of the week, by the way, doesn't mean you're going to build out your whole website and have traffic coming into it. That's like not realistic. We talked about that too the other day. Not being realistic. Like a lot of people aren't realistic. They're like, oh, I want to set up this thing in 30 days. I want to have 25,000, visitors to my website. And I want to have an email lead magnet. And I want to have an ebook. And I want to sell a digital product in 30 days. It's not realistic to do all that. Now, can we systematize things and can we develop processes and stuff to make that so it can be more likely that it can happen shorter than if you just kind of dabble a little bit? Sure. Yeah, we could totally do that, right? But realistically, we know that that's just too much. It's probably not going to happen. And that's hard to make that a win. What is the win? What is the chunked down thing that you're targeting for that you're going to work towards? What is that thing? Drop it in the comments. I want to see what it is, guys. I'm going to go up here and start reading some of these. Let's see. Okay, cool. Hey, Derek, what's up, man? Derek in the house, Atlanta. Karen says, with your hat on, you look like your dad. Thanks. In my hometown visiting my dad today. Awesome, Derek. Justin, Father's Day is first Sunday in September in Australia. Okay. Well, then we'll do a celebration there too. Salma, did you do anything different with your daughters in comparison to your son when it comes to being a good father? It's definitely different, to be honest with you. Having a girl and a boy, and I have two girls and one son, it's definitely different. And not bad or, it's not good or bad either way. It's just different. I think with girls in school, there's been more challenges because I think there's more, and I don't want to stereotype, but just from my experience, it just seems like with girls, and my wife will, she'll agree, there's just more drama. And whenever there's drama, then you have to deal with that, right? And then you have to try to make it so you don't have your child feeling like they're either an outcast or they're being picked on or bullied, and how to stand up for themselves and how to do it in a good, ethical way, and how to deal with it, how to turn that into a life lesson. So there's a lot of that with girls. With my son, it's been, I think that part has been easier because, well, in a sense, but then you don't hear all the story, right? You find out like 2 days later that some kid got in a fight in school and you never heard about it. With the girl, you're going to hear that in the car ride on the way home. So, so the difference is really, I think you're getting more information from the girl than the boy, than the son, right? Like, unless you get it out of them. So that's a little bit of the difference. We had to do a little bit of like pulling from the one, and the other one, you're kind of like, all right, good. We got enough. We don't need any more. We're good. So I think there's that balance. But I think across the board, it's always about giving them freedom, but also having boundaries and rules. And it's not always easy because we see some parents, they'll give them too much freedom. And then you see kind of what that leads to, but then you also see that you want your kid to be, or take part in stuff and not be an outcast, but also to have them make up their own decisions, to make the good decisions. So I've taken some lessons from my father that he kind of gave me, or actually he did to me. And one of them was kind of like, when the kids get old enough to go to a party, right? It's like, do you let them go to a party? My first instinct right now is no, because I know when I went to a party, I know what happened, right? So my father always said to me, he goes, hey, listen, I don't really want you to go to that party. If you go to that party, just understand this, that if someone's there doing drugs or they're doing things that aren't what they should be doing and the cops come, you're basically guilty by association. So you're going to get in trouble. And if you do, I'm not going to be happy with you. You know that. And so that stuck with me. So when I knew my friends were going with certain kids and I knew what was going down, I wouldn't go into that party. So I took that same kind of lesson and plugged that into, my kids, and it worked pretty well. And now hopefully that'll get transferred down the line. So just little things like that I learned from my dad that I'll pass along. So yeah, I think it can be different, but I think it just comes down to being good people, being open and honest, but also never lie to me. I think that was another thing that was taught to me very early on. Like, I don't care if you did something wrong. Yes, I'm going to be upset with you. I'm going to be way more upset than if I hear about something and you didn't tell me, and I hear about it from someone else. That's not going to be good. And you're going to break the trust that I've ever had. So trust is a big deal. Loyalty is a big deal. Loyalty, like when I was with my father and my mother going through all of that I did there, we had to stay together. We had to be tight because, we had a lot of tough times. So because of that, we definitely needed to make sure that we were loyal to one another. And that kind of sticks to this day as well. So hopefully that helped. Ruth, what's up? Good morning. Happy Father's Day to you. Derek, sometimes the people you are around the most are not the same page you are on. That is true. That's why sometimes we have to limit the amount of time that we're with those people. I pushed myself to go back to college and got BBA in accounting. Well, that's cool. That's awesome. Great. Good for you, man. Is that cap your new branding? No, it's not. This is actually like a brewery a buddy of mine went to, and he showed me it. And I said, oh, get me that hat. That's awesome. I like it. I like the style. It's kind of the snapback. It's a little bit of the mesh trucker hat kind of. I like the lower brim. Yeah, I used to love hats, by the way. Don't forget your sip. Thank you, Justin. All right, Derek, I pushed myself to stop eating sugar and processed foods. That's awesome. It's really good. Things are poison. I got pushed myself to build a brand and my own business. That's awesome. See, so sometimes we need to be pushed. And then when we do it, we got to be able to, to be able to look back and go, okay, maybe it didn't go as planned, but I learned a ton through that process. Mike, your dieting sounds like I should target you with my niche. Top 5 bagel recipes that won't upset your body. Perfect. Yes. Yes. That's a great one, Mike. You should definitely target me. Salma, like-minded community. Oh, that's why you're here. Great. I came here today because I'm loyal to you. Awesome, Justin. I appreciate that. And again, all I ask is just share this with someone that you think that would get value from it. That's it. That's really all. So I appreciate you, man. I do. Mike, it's every day because you offer amazing value in these chats. First day back at the gym since the lockdown here in Cali. This is where I first started listening to the podcast. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Thanks for sharing that, Mike. I I got pushed, or I got to push myself to surround myself with like-minded people, and we are on the same page. Yes. I mean, it's not going to happen overnight. So you're going to have to do that over time, and that's fine. It's a process. It's going to happen over time. Karen, commitment. You have made a commitment to be here, and so have I. Love it, Karen. Doug, I'm on vacation, so I'm able to make it right now. I miss you and the coffee talks. Yeah, Doug. And you know what, man? What you're going through right now, I know exactly where you're at. What you're going through right now is actually building you or actually teaching you more of where you're going. So just always keep that in mind. I know that you probably already think that, but sometimes you need to hear that. And I know sometimes when things are going not in the right direction or in the direction a little bit off course temporarily, it's hard. But if you have the mindset that says, you know what, I understand this isn't like for a long term. This is short term. And sometimes it's also more motivation to get this over here to work, right? So yeah, I totally appreciate you, man. And thanks for jumping in. And Ruth is on as well. Get the email opt-in sorted out on our website. That's the win. Awesome. Yes, get that done, Ruth. My win this week, published 7 articles. That's a huge win. Awesome job. 7 seeds now planted on the internet that are leading back to your brand, Justin. Think about that. And anyone else on here, think about that. Justin planted 7 seeds on the internet that are going to lead back to his brand this week. That's awesome. Rebecca, happy Father's Day. I came in late, but I appreciate your positive energy. I want to go or get 2 articles on the blog site this week. Awesome. So then shoot for that. That's your target. We talked about targets yesterday. Target 2 articles. Boom. Get them done. Right? And then you can go, yes. We can high five virtually. I'm going to build out 25 days of content and lead magnet to cover visitors to leads. All right, cool. 25 days of content's a lot to build in a week, but here's what I would like you to do. Maybe map out those 25 weeks and maybe get one of those done for the week, and that's the win. See, that's how I would chunk that down. Oh, Derek says, don't forget to sip. Okay. I appreciate that. Gio, what's up, man? Happy Father's Day to you as well. Do we get an affiliate commission? Yeah. It's all part of the story, Doug says. You are right, man. Every single time something happens now that I'm this far in life, I'm always like, yep, that's a story. That's part of the story. Like I wrote the book, The Take Action Effect, and I've got new stories even since I published that book a year ago. I mean, heck, Brand Accelerator Live was not in the book. That would be in the book now. And what I learned from that, you know, having all of the things that have happened after that have taught me so much. This rebrand, right, in the podcast, the Rock Your Brand podcast now, like with that part of it, that process, all of that stuff. So you're always building on the story and your story. And there's only one your story, by the way, right? And it's whatever you make of it, right? So just don't be afraid to do things. You know, go out there and do things to, again, add to your story. Every time you add to your story, guess what? You learn something. That's how I look at it. Got content schedule done. Awesome, Gio. So now you got the content schedule done. So I think you're either saying you got it done or you're going to get it done. But if you have it done, then you just got to pick one piece of that content, get it done. Get that content done. All right, cool, guys. All right, I'm going to wrap this up, but I have one thing I want to share with you guys. I'm going to share with you, actually, it was a present for my birthday / Father's Day, because here we are at Father's Day, and it just came in time, and I was blown away. If you guys heard, my kids played a prank on me with a carrot cake. Well, I thought it was a carrot cake for my birthday. My birthday isn't now. It's July 30th, but we celebrated it now because I won't see my daughter and my son-in-law until after my birthday when the baby's born. So they surprised me with a cake, and the cake was a carrot cake, I thought, but inside it was really broccoli and eggs. That was disgusting. So we didn't eat that, but it was a funny joke. So they made up for it by doing this. So let me share with you guys what I got. You guys ready? Let me see what we got here. Oh, Karen says, I make a list of what needs to get done this week. I go over it every morning to see what needs to be done. When it's done, I cross off in yellow highlighter. It's so nice to see the yellow at the end of the week. Yes, it is. That's awesome. Are you guys ready to see this? And then we're going to wrap up. You guys ready? I need to know if you guys are ready. Go ahead and drop in the comments if you're ready. And I'm going to wait. I'm going to build this up. You guys are seeing it for the first time, by the way. Let's see. I got a yes from Derek. Must be delayed today, too. There we go. Ruth, we're ready. Show us, Mike says. All right, you ready? Check this out. It's kind of heavy, too. Check it out. We'll get back a little bit. How cool is that? So basically, it's a piece of wood, and it was carved. It's got the guitar. Oops, I got to see how I can do this here. Whoops, I hit the mic. You can see the guitar. Oops, this way. The guitar. And that guitar is actually the same guitar that I have on my, there's like a little shelf area. And you can smell the wood burn too. Smells good. But it's all, I mean, look at the detail, the strings. Check it out. It's all glossy. Pretty nice. Isn't that nice? So I got to figure out how I'm going to hang this in my office so I can be seen in the shot. So I'm going to be working on that when I get back. But that thing is awesome. Look at her. Pretty cool, huh? So yeah, that's my present. That was how they redeemed themselves, and they did a great job redeeming themselves. Pretty awesome. So yeah, let me see what you guys got. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, okay. Mike says that's awesome. Is that an Ibanez? No, it's actually an ESP guitar, a signature guitar that George Lynch helped. Basically, ESP designed the guitar. There was 300 made, and I think I got like 179 or something like that. And I got that about 3.5 years ago, the guitar itself. So yeah, the guitar plays really well. It's totally like unique. George Lynch you can even see in this, check this out, guys. This right here, see, that actually has like sculpting that is the same sculpting on the guitar. So you can see it right here. Get out of view here. Boom. Right in there. Check it out. It's literally hand carved. So that's pretty sick. But yeah, so yeah, and so it's not an Ibanez. Let's see. Derek, what's up? Yeah. You're doing a set at BAL too. You know, it's funny. We talked about that. That could happen. I would not say no to that. So we're gonna have to look into that. Michael, what's up? It's awesome. Great gift. Yeah, it is. That's awesome. James says yes. Awesome. Rebecca looks awesome. Yeah, it is. Karen, love it. Ruth, wow, that's awesome. Yes, it is. Gio, yes. Derek, whoa. Oh, awesome. All right, guys. Well, hey, that was cool. Mike says, that's awesome. Been doing music since I was 16, guitar, keyboard, and music arranging. Yeah, me too, man. About the same time. I've been playing since about 15 years old. And yeah, I love it. I just don't play as much as I would like to nowadays. But I'm going to. I might even take some lessons again. Nice gift, very unique. Hey, Kay, what's up? Thanks for coming by. Yeah, you and James could jam. We could. That would be amazing. We totally could. All right, guys, this has been awesome. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me on this Father's Day. Again, I just want to say thank you guys so much for being here, for showing up consistently. If you guys are watching this on the replay, I appreciate you guys too. And I know that not everyone can be here on the lives. I would love it if you could even just attend a few of those. I love hanging out in person with you guys, and I look at these as virtually being in person. So again, I just want to say thank you guys. Enjoy your Father's Day. If you're fortunate enough to have your father still with us, give them a call. Let them know that you appreciate them and everything that they've done for you. And if you have kids, just love on your kids. You know what I mean? Like, just give them give them the time that they need and deserve. And I know that sometimes it can get tough. We get busy, we get distracted, but I'm sure you're gonna do your best, and that's all that we really can do. But again, I just want to say thank you guys for showing up, hanging out with me. Tomorrow I'll be back here again, this same location. I might be outside tomorrow, I don't know. And then we're heading back tomorrow. So I'm going to jump on, do a coffee talk with you guys, and then I'm heading down the road, and we'll be back at our place tomorrow evening. So yeah, we'll be doing that. So tomorrow we will have a coffee talk. It'll be at 10 a.m. Eastern time. And I actually pulled up a little topic here, because tomorrow's podcast episode is going to be talking about the 3-step process for creating digital products. So I titled tomorrow, which is going to be Coffee Talk 90, by the way, number 90. And I titled it, Planning Your Digital Product Creation Starts Now. So basically that's what we're gonna be talking more about. I know you guys have had a lot of questions and a lot of discussion, and we can even take an example from one of you. If you wanna bring one of your examples or submit it right here, let me know, and maybe we can talk about what that looks like for you to plan and build your first digital product. What does that creation process look like? How can we plan that? We'll talk more on that. All right. So guys, thank you guys so much. I appreciate each and every one of you, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Same place, same time. Take care, take action, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye guys. Happy Father's Day.